Hey everyone, it's almost Christmas time. So I'm thinking about all the books I got last year. And did I read them this past year? So last year at this time, I did the same thing. It was kind of fun. It's kind of also very depressing, where I looked at my Christmas haul video from the year before, and then I see if I read any of those books during the year that I got for Christmas. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to watch this video a little bit with you, stop and start it here and there. We're going to see if I read any of those books. We did a huge Christmas haul video last year, 37 books between Tori and I. This time we truly have a haul, because why not? We went all out. And so we went through both of our books. So I don't know, I probably haven't even remembered what books she particularly got. And since we share books, and so it feels like her haul is my haul and my haul is her haul. Make sense? Makes sense. I have to ignore the bird in the background. I can't do anything about him. He's just gonna yell at us. So I just gotta say, having me talk about the bird and hearing the birds squeaking and squawking in the background is like a dagger to my heart, because a few weeks ago, our bird accidentally got outside and flew away and we did not find him. We do not have our bird anymore, and his presence is hugely felt. We had him for 16 years. And so hearing him in this video is going to be painful. And it's interesting that I talked about him because he is often in the background of videos and a little annoying, but now it's like, it's one of those things where you don't realize what you miss until you don't have it. So the first book I got last year, and the one I ended up with from that game, is The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shannon. Oh my gosh, say that one for me.
I have no idea. Chakraborty.
Yes, anyway. So my friend Cammie raved about this book. And when she raved about it, I don't remember where I saw it, probably on her Instagram. I did not read this one. I started it in May, I think, as part of the Asian readathon, but I didn't keep going with it. So I feel like I need to be in the mood for this one. When I started it, I didn't quite feel it, so.
They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera from Daphne. This is what I'm wanting to read, so yeah.
Now They Both Die at the End. She ended up with last year from this other thing that we do, yes. I think. So now we have 2 copies of this one. I did not read that one.
I have my own pile of books at my place, so
she's got her
in my place.
So I ended up with The Circus Train by Amita Parika, which sounds like a historical fiction, World War II kind of a thing. And Tori ended up with
Happiness Falls by Angie Kim, which is some sort of Korean American family story.
Okay, Happiness Falls.
What else was picking this one up? So
or Queen of Thieves. That's both Tori's.
It was left at the end, and I'm like.
And The Circus Train.
Yeah, Queen of Thieves by B.
I did not read any of those.
First of all, this one Tori gave to me, The Name Drop by Susan.
I did read The Name Drop.
Read it.
Wow.
I did read it. I read it at the end of that year for my last book, I think, of the year.
Because I had to read 2 more books for my Goodreads goal. I have today and tomorrow to finish. And so I picked this one up and read it real fast because I knew I could get through it fast. And so that was my second to last book of the year.
Keep it in the family.
John Mars. She got a whole bunch of John Mars books.
When You Disappeared.
I don't know if she read them all, but I didn't read any of her John Mars. I didn't read any of her John Mars books.
Is this one banned?
Yeah, this one's on the challenge list.
This is Perks of Being a
I
Wallflower.
read this one this year.
And I did read that one.
And then A Song for Ella Gray by David Almond, because I just love David Almond stuff.
I didn't read that one.
It looks really easy. I should do this. Should have been doing this one for my last book.
Oh, Love and Luck.
Second one at the
Love and Luck. I did read that one
a while back, and now this is another one. They're not
3 so
really
far.
Series. They're just like
3. That's better than I expected already.
Yeah.
Lola and the Boy Next
And
Door.
It's
I was going to reread, but I never did.
Reread this year. My plan is to reread. Jenny
Did not.
is holding me to it.
Okay.
And then I've got Tress of the Emerald Sea by
Tress.
Brandon Sanderson, and this is going to be one of the first books.
It was the
I'm
very
reading
first
for
book I
that,
read.
Award judging project that I have mentioned.
Tress was the very first book I read in 2024. House of Leaves. Talked about that one in another video or I've been talking about that one. I started but did not finish. But at least I got started on it.
Okay, also under the tree, this one my husband got. That means that we steal it.
Barbara, I did not read, but my husband did. He went through that whole book. Definitely.
Finally have obtained
the book of the year.
Okay, so I got Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I read Fourth Wing, but not Iron Flame. How many is that? 5? Doing better than I thought, guys.
who is a member of Yes Theory, which is a YouTube channel.
Talk to Strangers.
But now Matt is leaving Yes Theory. But
I got Talk to Strangers, and I wanted to read that one. I had it in a pile for something, maybe for a readathon, because it would be a fast, easy one, but I didn't ever quite get to it. You Should See Me in a Crown. I have right over there, and I thought about reading this one just recently, but I didn't get to it yet during the year, and I didn't pick it up.
And I got Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubica.
I didn't read that one. She might have. I don't know.
Goodreads Choice Awards.
Check and Mate.
Young adult.
I did read that one.
Young adult winner.
Yeah.
I think I read it at the end of the year last year.
I picked out this one.
The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Because I've heard a lot about this one and a lot of people love it.
I didn't read that one. I don't know if Tori did. Oh,
I read The Darker Shade of Magic and loved it. So why haven't I read the sequel? So
I thought that was the sequel when I got it, but it's actually number 3. So that's the one that is now currently waiting for me. I read number 2 in preparation to read this one, and now I still have that one to read. Silly me thinking that was the actual sequel. Oh,
I got because this is January's book club book. So
January's book club book, so of course I read that one.
Convinced her to use this one to the gift card. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid because Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Taylor Jenkins Reid book, Malibu Rising. I did not read that one. Can't decide if I like that author or not. Oh goodness.
This one's called The Electric Kingdom.
I did not read that one.
I just got it because I know I've read Mosquito Land. Postcards from Summer by Cynthia Platt. Another one that I don't know anything about.
Did not read that one.
Like a cute about a band, which I always love.
Oh,
and how he has
thought
to
about
make
starting
it.
that one, but I did not read it.
It looks like a really cool science fiction.
That
just
one
like
is a
others.
sequel
So
or a
why not
third
try
book.
that one?
A
Annoying.
lot of people have this name.
Ing.
Anyway, we read
I learned it's just
Little
Ing.
Fires Everywhere for book club once upon a time, and I enjoyed it. And so I've been wanting to read more of Celeste's other books, and this one was there.
I didn't read that one. Did Tori read it? I know she read Bird Box. Bird Box was for a readathon, and Will Grayson. Oh, I want to read that one.
This one was one. I had another book in my hand, and then I saw this one, and I switched it out for this one because this one sounded interesting, and I've never heard of it before. Daughter.
I didn't read that one.
Somewhat a memoir.
We
but
should hang out
exaggerated.
sometime. I know Tori read that one for memoir, and I have it over here in my stack. Hopefully in the soon-to-read pile. Wow, that's a lot of books. All right, I went through that. I skipped it. It's going to be pain. It's going to be a pain to edit. I just didn't want to watch all of our in-between babblings, but it looks like I did 5 or 6 from my stack. There was 37 books, but that's counting Tori's huge stacks too, which I don't necessarily need to count for my year and did I read them, but who knows what my actual stack was. Anyway, so there you go. I have lots. There's so many. Many of those books I was just looking at the other day and thinking, I should really pick one of these up, but they're still sitting there over there on that bookshelf waiting for me. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed going on that little journey with me to make myself accountable to all the books I'm accumulating around here. I don't know that we're going to get many books for Christmas this year. I might go to the bookstore today. So maybe we'll get a little handful. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.